hey!
Nasty.
What's going on, 𝘃𝗵𝗶𝗀 family, and welcome back to the Detail Garage. Like us, are you guys pet lovers or have dogs that shed hair inside of your vehicle, and now you're looking for a way to reset the odor of your interior? Today we're going to show you how to properly do that, but first we need to get rid of all this pet hair. As we mentioned before, and in the same case that a lot of you guys have to deal with, the owner of this vehicle has a lot of loose pet hair that's clung to the dashboard, the door panels, the center console. It's embedded in the carpet as well as the seats. So before we begin our total reset, we need to remove all of that loose pet hair. And to do so, we'll use Total Interior. Now this is safe to clean virtually any surface on the interior of your vehicle. Use it to clean your dashboard, your gauge clusters, even your glass. And it's very simple to use. We'll pair it with one of our workhorse microfiber towels. Just to control some overspray, we'll spray it directly into the towel. And then working from the dashboard back, we'll just let the pet hair fall onto the ground. And just like many of you, our furry little friends, they shed their hair and it clings to every surface on the interior of our vehicle. Just by using Total Interior, you can safely clean and protect virtually any surface on the interior of your vehicle. So that damp cloth helps to attract any kind of dust, as well as the loose pet hair. And it's okay if it falls to the ground. That's why we're going to do the vacuuming next. This way we don't have to do a second round of vacuuming. But as you see, there's so much pet hair. Very nice. Now in some cases, there's going to be hair and debris that gets stuck in these crevices, and that's where a boar's hairbrush comes in handy. So you can simply just knock down anything that's trapped or hard to get in there. You can choke up on the bristles to give yourself some more aggressive brushing. And this way you can get the most thorough detail without potentially scratching sensitive surfaces like the piano trim plastic. But just making sure that we get all of the loose dirt, debris, the embedded pet hair, knock it down to the carpet. This way we can pick it all up at once. Start over here. Oh, that feels good, right? Just picking up all that dust. Satisfying. Not sure what that is. We'll clean it up anyways. So we've just gotten done wiping down as much of the hard plastic surfaces and knocking the pet hair and debris down to the carpets. Now we'll be using the pet hair brush to remove the embedded fibers that are stuck in the carpet, as well as to get rid of those lingering odors, because if you didn't know, even pet hair and dander collects all that kind of smell, and that contributes to the overall smell of your vehicle. And today's video is all about getting rid of any kind of odors in there. So we're going to be sure to get all of that taken care of, and then we'll go on to the total reset process. I feel like we're in the trenches now, boys. So we just finished vacuuming the interior of this vehicle, and now we're going to revive the freshness using Total Reset Black Frost. That's very simple to use. This is a fogger, so what we need to do first is seal off all of the vehicle by closing the windows. We're going to turn on the AC to maximum cold and recirculate. And then we're gonna set this off in an area where it can ventilate all the inside of the vehicle, close the door, and then we'll give this about 15 minutes to do its job, roll down the windows and let it air out for another 10 to 15 minutes, and then enjoy that freshness. So as we just mentioned, you have about 15 minutes for this to do its job and then another 10 to 15 minutes for it to air out. So in the meantime, you can take this opportunity to maybe wash the outside of the vehicle, dress your trim and tires, take your dog for a walk, clean up something that you need to clean up, or just take some time for yourself. So we're gonna let this do its job and we'll be right back with you guys. Well, there you have it, guys. It really is that easy to revive the freshness of your interior and totally reset it using black frost. You saw that we vacuumed and also removed as much of the debris as we could. This is just to get rid of as much of that lingering odor. We also got rid of any kind of personal effects, chicken wings, or anything else that can contribute to overall bad smells on the inside of your vehicle. Also, a pro tip, whenever you're using your vacuum on leather and vinyl surfaces, you want to ensure that the plastic tip doesn't have any burrs or anything that could potentially scratch the upholstery. Don't drag your tools around. This is just a great way to prevent any kind of unnecessary damage. So guys, thanks so much for checking out today's video. We hope this has been a helpful tool that you guys can use in your own arsenal. Check out any of the products you've seen us use today on our website, 𝘃𝗵𝗶𝗀𝗍.com, or your local detail garage, and we'll see you guys next time.